for the video to start. All right, hello everybody. Today is April 3rd. Wow, I almost said March something or other, but it's actually the 3rd of April, which is fascinating because this time is just flying by. And we're not really having fun, are we? Today is my day 326. Almost, we're creeping up on a year. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Again, this is my transition blog, my 326th day of being on estrogen as part of my transition from presenting as a male to presenting as a female, we can hope. Couple items of note for today. I did the hot oil treatment in my hair last night, so my hair is like darker in color. It's still gray, but it definitely has some volume to it. It's just the oil in it. And what's been bothering me today is, now I'll make it a little complex, but I get these like droopers downs, and like I go to drink coffee and the hair goes in my mouth. So I've been trying to, kind of brush it every so often just to get them out. But, they clump together and then they come back down. But I thought it was interesting. So we had that going on. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting is, and I'm just talking really, really, really fast. If I do my hair back, I see a lot of the old, male face in there that I don't really like, but I can see the difference. Things have definitely changed. So what's going on? I am on the cusp of losing it, crying, and having a fit, just to get it out in the open. My body is just rebelling. It's not repulsive. It's not revolting. It does not like the amount of exercise that I'm putting it through, which in short, as if you've watched any of the other videos lately, I am on the path of trying to meet what I would consider to be a highly unachievable goal of 220 pounds. I'm 6 foot tall, and I cannot imagine being 220 pounds, going from before I started hormones, I weighed 356 pounds. Okay. So 356 down to around 220. The lowest I could get was like 306, 307. And that was, after a year of dieting. I mean, it really is, at the risk of me sounding like I'm whiny, excuse me, I think it's impossible, but I will do my best. I have increased my exercise exponentially without really hurting myself. It's just taken a huge toll on my body. My body is just tired and achy, and I know that's temporary. I'm building up my stamina, but today especially, I'm just feeling it today. I really am. Now on the plus side, yesterday I got up to a little over 3.2 on the treadmill, and I could actually start to run if I wanted to, and I ran for a couple, 30 seconds, because I haven't run in a long time. So I know my body is using muscles that it didn't usually use and everything else, and all that other happy horse shit that people tell you. Internally, I am hungry. I'm hungry all the time, which again is by design, and I'm not complaining. It's just my body is, telling me, feed me, feed me, feed me, and I'm saying no. I am eating about 1,200 calories a day, 12 to 13. I do really, really well as far as the weight loss goes if I eat around 1325. I've been kind of monitoring, and it's just going to take time to come up with an average. You need an average because some days you weigh more, some days you weigh less. But if the human body is a machine, we can expect that, you just got to fine tune it, increase your calorie burn, decrease your calorie intake, and your body has to. It has no choice, you know. From a mental point of view, it has just been just hellacious. I don't like it. I don't like not feeling well. I hate it. 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 But if it gets me to 220 and I can have surgery, then I will do that. But it really is, like I said, it's taxing on my psyche. It's making me want to cry, which I'm trying to fight back right now. I mean, it's totally unfair, and in my mind, in my opinion, and I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV. But again, it is totally, from a medical point of view, I understand. You want to stack the deck in your favor. You want to get the best candidates you can, have the best results. But I really, on a case-by-case basis, I just think it's unfair. I really, really do. But, what is the alternative? The alternative is to try my best. And right now, like I said, emotionally is probably not the best time to talk about long-term stuff. But, I have thought about hurting myself. I mean, I can't. If this is a blog about my transition, and this is a blog about where I am on this day, and this is a blog about how I feel, I mean, I want to die. I really do. I want to live, which is probably doesn't make any sense, but I had an issue this morning. I upgraded my hang on a second. I upgraded my cable system. Got a better modem. Got a phone to save money. And I mean, I had such a good experience at the cable office. Dealing with people and communicating and being treated as a woman. And I even saw future me there. There was a woman ahead of me in line who was the same height that I was, same build that I was. I mean, our feet were the same size. I was just like double taking her, and I was like, oh golly, is that even possible? Can I have that body that, our frames are identical, the skeletons are identical. It's just a matter of where the muscle and tissue and fat, that's all this is. Our skeletons stay the same. They're not going to change. And I saw this woman in front of me, and it gave me a bit of a morale boost to see her. Let me just check our time here. Okay, 8 minutes. But I felt so good. And again, I left, and Mrs. Parks and the customer service lady, we everything was awesome. Everything was wonderful, and then, that's positive. And then I think back to this morning when I got up on the scale and I had gained like 0.4 of a pound, and it was like earth shattering, oh my gosh, this isn't going to happen. I'm not going to lose the weight. Your emotions run with you, and you take it to the extreme, and what am I going to do? And it's easy, and pardon the stereotypical here. The hormones are working. The hormones are raging. Not really raging. The hormones are working, and so my emotions just, I start to cry, and then I feel bad for myself, and I'm like, no, don't feel bad for yourself. And you're like, but I want to feel the way I want to feel, and all this extra turmoil. And part of me goes, well, maybe you should talk to your therapist. When I go tomorrow, so I will. But if someone else was to tell me the same situation, the only thing I could think of is to just say, keep trying. You're doing wonderful. Look at how far you've come. It may take you a little longer, but at the same time, a square peg doesn't fit into a round hole. You know what I mean? I guess I don't want to explore that too much, but that's where my mind is at. If I had been given an impossible task, it's unfair, but I won't know till I try. And one of the other trans women that I know said something about a diet that uses a hormone that they give pregnant lady, and I apologize, I think it's HDG or HGD, and that is an option, you know what I mean? But I'm of the opinion that if I can't do it myself, then there's a problem with the system. If I have increased my exercise and I am, if there's any credibility to the science, and I lose as much body fat as I'm going to lose, and I am a certain weight, then there's nothing else I can do, and I guess I can be measured. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It like I said, here it comes, the emotions. The pity party. That's what it is. It comes out. It's not fair. I want to live. You know what I mean? And it's not the end all be all. It's not a matter of not having the surgery. I will have the surgery one day. But, the only thing I can do is just go back on the treadmill, and that's getting old. Luckily, I do have Hulu and Netflix, and I can go on the treadmill and watch a movie or read a book, or go for a walk outside. The weather's real crummy, but again, it's starting to get old. I think I alluded to it before. It's no way to live. I mean, spending 3 hours a day on the treadmill is no way to live. However, it's the current. It's what it is. I mean, it's not going to change for me. And, maybe I talk to my counselor and see what she thinks, or maybe I write a letter that says, I'm having a very hard time, losing weight. I'm part of a weight loss program. I mean, I'm not necessarily doing this blind on my own. But then again, I just have to let time pass. I mean, what the hell, right? It's only been like 8 days, 9 days, 11 days. And our bodies fluctuate. And truth be told, even at my 314.6 from this morning, that is still 12 pounds in a week, a little over a week. I mean, 12 pounds is pretty damn good. That's a free weight. That's a dumbbell or two. So my expectations maybe are off. I don't know. But again, when your emotions get going and you get, let me check my time here. Almost out of time. Again, in your emotions, you can't reel them in as easy. I can't reel them in as I once did. A couple other things, just for the blog here. Like I said, my body's kind of achy. I have a number of what I call sweatpants moms on my block, and they're stay at home because they have little kids, and I call them sweatpants because they always wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt. And usually you see them on their front porch smoking cigarettes. And the other day, as I was walking, one of them had a visitor, and like you're walking past the house in the street, and they're sitting on their front porch, barely an earshot. And I heard something about, the friend said to the mom, something about, oh, well, she's active. And the sweatpant mom said, and I could just barely hear it, she said, oh, that's not a woman, that's really a man. And it really, I kept on walking, but it really, 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 really killed the mood. I'm almost out of time. I don't know what to say about that other than just take it in stride and press on. But again, I feel like it's adding to the weight of my current situation, and I just have to give it time. I know what I need to do. I just have to let it happen. So anyway, I'm out of time. Bye.